All right, we back at it again, and this is the Everybody Loves Ray and Jay podcast, and I got my co-host with me as usual. Jay, what it do?
What's good? How you been?
Shit, man, it's been good, man. Just a long list of things that just happened, so which is crazy because with the events going on back in Houston, with the hurricane. I don't know if you want to call it a hurricane or a tropical
it is
storm.
kind of. I don't know. I guess for them it's a hurricane because they ain't used to that type of shit out over there. They never had to experience that.
Who,
really.
Houston?
Not the way. I feel like they never really had to experience it the way I probably had to deal with it in Florida.
You tripping. You tripping.
Florida's bad. Florida's bad.
Yeah.
All of that is bad, but shit. I feel like all of the water over there kind of get the same.
Because you got the Gulf too, and that's not that warm water. That's where the hurricane gets.
Katrina,
yeah.
Then Rita, Ike, and now what is this? Beryl?
I don't know what their names are. I lose track of their names. I'm just waiting for them to name a hurricane after me, but that's never happened.
Oh yeah, well, a long thing. Some things didn't happen. Besides that, I finally didn't have my son. He's in the building.
Congratulations!
Hey, congrats, brother. Congrats.
Yes, sir. I really appreciate it. Even though I got to kind of get him, toughen up right now. Even though he's 3 weeks old, you put him down and he just cries all the fucking time, and I'm like, God damn, bro, this shit's just too much. But yeah, man. So pretty much that's what's new with me. Jason, what's new with you?
Not a whole lot. Just been trying to kick off. I started a little videography business, so just trying to kick that off, trying to build clients. It's just been a little process, but you get what you put into it. So I got to keep going. Got to
grind hard, man. Well, we got some guys on the show here today. We got a CEO. We got my boy right here, JG, as well, who's the artist.
Yes, sir.
I want to kick it off by, just letting them introduce themselves for a little bit. Mr. CEO, tell the world who you are.
Yeah, my name is Chris, owner of Money Gang Entertainment.
Yes, sir. Where you from, Chris?
I'm originally from Chicago. I've been out here in Denver for quite some time now.
Oh, yeah. How you like it in Denver?
Oh, yeah, I like it out here.
Yeah?
I like it, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's good. I got a big family, so it's nice. The kids love the mountains.
It's a nice look.
Yeah, you get both. You get the city life, and then you can still disappear out and go out in the mountains and enjoy the nature life.
A little bit different from Chicago, huh?
Big time.
How long you been out here, like you said?
I started buying some land back in the day, back in 2008, 2009, then left, came back.
Okay.
But I've been stationed back out here consistently for since 2018.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's been a minute.
Yeah.
You ever go back out to the crib?
Yeah, we did some stuff out there last year. We did with one of my artists, Trull from Atlanta. Well, he's from Memphis, but he lives in Atlanta. We did a promo tour out there. We did a couple rooftop shows out there in Chicago. So it was nice to be back, but you see it and then you're like, this is why I'm not here no more. It's the same. It's never going to change.
Right.
But, it's just...
You don't think it's ever going to change?
It's terrible, man. Over just the July 4th weekend, they made national news again. They had, I don't remember exactly, don't quote me on it, but a ridiculous amount of number of shootings and fatalities.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And just the July 4th weekend.
Sorry to hear that.
And it's sad, you know what I mean?
Crazy.
It's just, you can't raise a family to be healthy out there.
Yeah.
It's just,
It's crazy because I think we all from a different spot. What about you, JG? Where you from?
Born and raised in Denver, man. I haven't left.
Okay.
I left for a little bit, but I was in South Dakota. I was playing football, running track in college for a while.
Oh,
nice.
shit.
Yeah, so.
You got that speed?
Yeah, I did. Not anymore, though. I'm retired, bro.
Yeah, I used to run track, too, but I didn't run, like, the speed shit. I used to do, like, the 400, the 800.
Oh, okay.
Like, the little, I guess speed mixed with distance a little bit.
More the distance runners.
Yeah. Middle, because, they got the 3 mile and shit.
Like, marathons is a little different. That's
count me out.
I actually ran the marathons.
Yeah.
Well, tell the world a little bit about yourself, man.
So yeah, I'm JG, born and raised in Denver. Man, I've been making music now for about 5 years.
That's dope.
Producing for about 3 now.
Okay.
Yeah, this is my life, man. This music thing, I wanna see where I could take it. I wanna see what I could do with it. And
sky's the limit.
Yeah. But I've always been a sports guy. Like I said, I played college football, track. I didn't know I was gonna do music until it really hit me,
That's crazy. We got a lot in common because I actually played college football.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I ran track, like I said. I played corner.
Hell yeah, me too.
You play corner?
Yeah.
I blew my knee out, though.
Bro, yeah, I feel it, man. I was in college, I got recruited as a slot receiver.
Oh, okay.
And then
Edelman over here.
Yeah. I got hurt. I broke my hand, and they wanted to make me a DB after that.
Okay.
And I was like, nah, you ain't taking my red shirt from me.
Oh,
so
shit.
I said, no.
Yeah, man.
I need that money.
I feel that shit, man, for real. I mean, I guess you transitioning over to music now, huh?
Yeah.
Everything's going pretty good with that so far?
Man, I love it, man. This is what I was born to do. I feel like, it's what I'm good at, what I'm really, really good at, and tell my story. And, I have fun making so many different kinds of music, different genres. And, like, I'm not just rapping, I'm singing, I'm doing metal, punk rock.
Damn.
Yeah, like EDM, house music. Like, I do it all, you know what I'm saying?
Just dabbling it all.
Yeah, I like doing it, and I love all kinds of music. I was never a one-dimensional person when it came to like, I only listen to hip hop. Anything else is is trash. No, it's never been like that for me. So
what made you actually get into it?
Damn.
Like what made you be like, yo, this is like, was you like just fucking around and shit came out dope, and then you was like, man, I could probably do this?
I feel like I gotta give all the credit to like my pops and my homies. Like, we always used to freestyle, and like we'd be drinking in high school or whatever. Don't drink, kids underage. Don't drink. Don't do that. But
let your brain develop.
let me put that out there. Don't do it.
Let your brain develop.
when we were doing all that, like they'd be like, man, why don't you like record what you're saying? Like, you never record the crazy shit you're saying. Like, you're saying some stuff that could definitely be on a track. And I'm like,
oh hell yeah,
man, I never really thought about it. And then I hit a studio one time, and I was like, oh shit, this is what I want to do.
Shit came out smoking.
Yeah, I was like, this is it.
Yeah.
So
Chris, how you find them?
Actually through a acquaintance of ours. He brought me in. We had a meeting, and the rest was history. We started talking and started putting some things together, and then it came to pen and paper, and now I'm his manager. And his family brought my family in. 4th of July, my family came to his house.
Oh, y'all fam now, basically.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So it started as music, and now we starting to know each other on a personal level. My kids bump his music. It's I woke up this morning, that's what was going through the house.
Oh, it's no shit.
So yeah, it's nice. It's I really enjoy doing what I do, but it's like those personal relationships that I build with people doing this while it's business also.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. So, well, Chris, how'd you actually get involved into like the CEO business, the management? Figuring out that you just wanted, to touch it all and kind of orchestrate.
So back, I'd say back 2010, I was always a private investor. I always did shows throughout the United States. I've done shows all over Florida, California, Seattle, all over Texas, South Dakota, all over the place. And, when it came up to, around late 2020, early 2021, I just was like, I know so much about the music industry, and the label part is just, they're vultures, They're labels take everything from artists, you know what I mean? And so it got to the point where I wanted to start something that I could be hands-on with artists and help them develop, build them up, give them knowledge, give them the connections that they're missing to get noticed. And it's been blowing up since 2021. Every year is just like we hit a milestone every year, and it just keeps growing.
It's just been falling into your lap constantly.
100%. 100%. And then my connections with I can get my hands on any artist for features, so it's very good for independent artists that when they couldn't get a feature, it's very easy for me to make a phone call like, hey, we're ready, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's nothing but a phone call.
Okay, yeah, that's what's up, man.
I'm big on doing the bigger shows, so then it's a bigger platform for my artists to get on those bigger shows.
So you just kind of, grab the talent and then sit back and kind of mentor them of, how things should go. Sit back and just watch it happen.
Exactly.
Oh, that's real smooth. I fuck with that.
So do you just like specifically like stick in like a certain style of genre of music, or you just like you find talent, you see just like, okay, I recognize that's talent, like whether or not like that's like a typical like genre that you mess with?
Yeah, I would like to say I do a lot of more hip hop and rap, but recently it's like I've been trying to kind of be more diverse. Start getting like JG, Trub, he's another one from out there in Atlanta. He does a lot of diversity music, type of music,
Okay.
So I'm starting to reach out a little bit farther to keep building up the team.
Right, I get you. You just don't want to have all your eggs in like
100%, 100%.
How many artists do you got?
So I have a total of 11. We got 7 right now that I manage, and then 4 that are with my label.
7 you manage and 4 on the label?
Yeah.
You got any singers, like female singers, anything like that?
No, not right now.
All guys right now?
All guys right now.
Okay, that's what's up.
We got I got Sierra from from Detroit.
Okay.
But she hasn't released anything. So you know,
talented as fuck.
Talented. She's young, she's beautiful, and she has some vocals.
No.
So when she does her drop, she's doing her drop. I think we're doing the end of September. She's dropping her first album.
Okay.
So
damn. So you got Denver, Atlanta, Detroit. You got some more all over.
Yeah, we got. I got Oregon, Seattle. Caution. Shout out to Caution. I got. In Florida. I got Florida.
Florida.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. What challenges did you face when, as far as like starting your own business when it comes to the record label?
Man, the label, there's a lot, man. Especially it's being out here since I started it out here.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I get more blockage out here than even when I go to Atlanta. Because my connection and how I'm treated out there in Atlanta, it's like they look at it as you're putting on, you're giving opportunity to people. Out here, it's not like that. Out here, because I'm not from here, I get looked down. I get, you know what I mean? I get a lot of pushback.
Okay.
You know what I mean? A lot of people don't see. Yeah, a lot of people don't see what I see or what I'm trying to build.
Yeah.
It's like there's a lot of stuff that I've started out here that people go and, jump on the wagon and they start doing it themselves and stuff like that. But they don't, instead of working together and building something way bigger, they want to branch off and do it themselves. Yeah. And I've just never come to understand that.
So you mean like you'll give them the game, and then instead of working with you, they'll take that and go elsewhere?
100%.
Damn.
Yeah, it happens a lot. It happens a lot.
That happens in all businesses. That's why you got to be careful of who you share your knowledge with.
That's some hater shit, though.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But it's like I always say it like this, I'm me, so I know you might try to do it, but you ain't going to do it like me.
Yeah.
Because my heart's in this. Like this is my job. I don't work a 9 to 5. I have other businesses that I take money from them, the profits from them, to put into Money Gang. I'm always putting money into Money Gang.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm always, this
is your own hard-earned money.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have no partners. This is me.
Mm-hmm.
I have a very strong team. My girl, shout out Queen.
Shout out.
We definitely, we've built something within the last 3 years together that Denver's never seen.
Yeah. That's dope. I commend you for that. That's a salute for sure. Now, as far as the record label, what do you think set your record label and management apart from other labels that are around that like competitive?
We do. I would say a slogan is we build a path for independent artists.
Okay.
That's even for you to even be part of my label, I don't touch your masters. I do distribution deals. I don't do anything where I'm controlling your music, where if you're eating, I'm eating. If you're not eating, I'm not eating.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't control your music. I just pay that path for you for success.
Okay. And Jay-Z, so whenever you actually go out and do the shows with Money Gang, have you noticed, like, whenever you get done with the show, you rock the crowd, and then you get off the show, other artists are not, like, riding with you? You notice any, like, weirdo acting, anybody acting funny?
Like after the shows, no. I mean, for me, the people that are at the show, they came to see me, and that's my family,
Yeah.
My whole thing is like, whoever didn't come, or if I invited you and you said you were gonna come, you didn't show up.
Mm-hmm.
I see how it is. You know what I'm saying? But
you notice it.
Yeah, I notice it, but I'm never the one to be like to feel that kind of energy. Yeah. I don't know. I try to stay away from it. So sometimes I don't even feel it, and someone else has to tell me like, "Hey, bro, he was hating" or something, But I don't really feel that. I go there, and like the show we just put on June 28th, the Bonnie and Clyde experience. That was a love experience. You know what I'm saying? Like the Bonnie and Clyde, obviously, like they were ride or die.
Yeah.
So I wanted to treat that as like, if you were in there hating, you'd feel it.
Yeah.
Because everyone else in there was full of love and the passion for what we're doing and all that stuff.
I bet that thing was popping too, wasn't it?
Man. One thing, I've done so many shows. I've been part of so many shows.
Mm-hmm.
This is my first time where I've actually seen behind the scenes all the way up until the day of the show of a live entertainment. No DJs. They did DJ when it was a break time in between.
Right. Just like the buffer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Other than that, it was, you had the drums, you had the keys, you had guitar. Like it was amazing.
Yeah.
Man. You know what I mean? And then nothing was pre-recorded.
So they were playing the drums and you had artists playing those.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that was lit.
I
that sound quality was cold.
Man, he put something
crazy
together that, from you know, besides even just being his manager, of just like looking third eye in, it was amazing. You know,
Jay-Z, you put that together?
Yeah, shout out to Merch too. Merch, he makes music. He owns a studio with some colleagues in Colorado Springs. But I've been working with him for almost 2 years now. But he was my business partner when it came to throwing the show.
Okay.
Man, he was like what I was doing when it came to like, you know, promotion, doing tickets. He was behind the scenes, like dealing with the venue and all the sounds and curating how my set sounded, how his set sounded.
Yeah.
He did a lot of the stuff that I just haven't done before.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, it was still independent. Like we really worked on this together. Shout out to Money Gang too, because without his promotion, without his, you know, his guidance in a lot of things and how I should move and how I should be outside and talking to people, like this show wouldn't be the same, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, man, it was a full circle moment with all the people that, you know, I love and I appreciate, and it just came together. And man, I don't think there's gonna be anything like that the rest of the summer. So
was that like the first time you ever like put on a show like that? Like
for myself,
yourself?
Yeah.
So like, do you have like a new like level of respect then, like for like the process and things like that goes into that?
Yes, and I have another disrespect for some promoters too,
right.
Because you know they can get these venues and they can do this, but they don't do the promotion. They don't do enough of it, especially out here. I mean, they'll put a billboard out or they'll put a flyer out, and that's about it. And they just hope people show up.
And and that's what some things that I've noticed is like they like make the artist like, oh, you're not bringing the crowd. It's like, no, bro, like you're the promoter.
Exactly. Like what's the whole middleman situation if you ain't being a middleman?
Exactly.
Like why is your name on this? If I brought the crowd.
Y'all seen Janky Promoters, right?
Man,
hey, bro,
yes.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I watched that fucking movie before my show. I was like, I don't want to do this. So I did my research. Shout out to Ice Cube.
That's a legit ass movie though.
Man,
for real. That shit really happens with these promoters.
Yeah, for sure.
These motherfuckers just trying to collect a check.
That's what I'm
run
saying.
off with you.
That's what I'm saying, man. So
yeah,
I found a big respect for the people around me and
who do like the pre-production. And all that stuff.
Just like, you know, the stuff that I can't control, like my other artists who were selling tickets, like they put on, you know, they did their thing and they made sure people were there. They, you know, they could have easily been like, oh well, he's bringing the crowd, so I'll just collect my payment for what I had to do.
Yeah.
So no, like everyone was like 100% in, and it was awesome, man. It was
turned out right.
Yeah,
That's
it was
dope.
Perfect, bro.
That's the best when you know you put in your blood, sweat, and tears in something, and then you're a little nervous because you don't know how it's going, how it's going to sound.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you get out there, then you finally realize this shit rocking. Every going forward from there, you're just like, oh my god, shit just happened. It kind of fuels you want to keep going, don't it?
Definitely, bro. Like I wanna do this for other artists too. Like I wanna get what my team did and help someone else out. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's good because not a lot of people have that mentality. They're just like they want to keep it for themselves.
Nah, I'm not like that.
Yeah,
I'm not like
sure.
that.
I gotta say something.
Yeah.
JG is the most humble artist I've worked with.
All right,
He is so, he's true to the music, but he's just very like he stays in his lane. He doesn't try to talk this big old macho type of deal. Like no, he stays in his lane. He's very humble. He's a hard, dedicated artist. Like if you try to close the door, I'll open it myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's how JG
you
is.
driven.
Like, he don't stop.
Yeah, that's
He don't stop.
That's what it's gonna take.
I put a little bit insight to him. Hey, you should try this out, man. He goes that times 100. You know what I mean? He just doesn't stop.
That's a student of the game.
Yes, sir.
So what's up, man? When's the next show? When can the audience know?
Man, personally, me throwing a show right now, I'm not doing. I wanna build it up again, you know, or help another artist at this point. Like I wanna build that buzz again. I feel like if I try to throw another show myself, it won't land the same. You got to give it some time, you know.
Okay.
So, but I am doing a show with Otis, another artist out here, and they call him AP. There's some other artists on the
shout
bill.
Out to AP. I fuck with AP.
Shout out to AP, man. He's
100%.
cold, man.
AP bars go crazy.
Crazy, man. He's a lyrical genius, bro. But September 7th, that's gonna be at the Black Buzzard.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be an opener for that show.
Where's the Black Buzzard?
It's not too far from here, bro. It's it's on Larimer and
Google is a great thing, guys.
yeah, for sure. There's
GPS.
It's not far from here, bro. It's probably like 5 minutes from here.
Man.
I mean, Google's a great thing, but shit, if you finna be on stage, you want to tell them directly.
He's telling them the venue. So
yeah, the Black Buzzard.
So if you Google Black Buzzard.
It could be one in the Springs. It could be one in
All right,
Denver.
we gotta look up Black Buzzard, Denver,
In Denver,
Colorado.
in Denver.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm excited for that, but yeah, that's like the only thing I got.
That's dope as shit. What about an album? You got one dropping soon?
Oh man, yes. So 5 years ago, on August 2nd, I dropped my first ever album called It's Personal.
Ooh.
And
Like that?
yeah, it's called It's Personal. So this one's gonna be Too Personal. That's the name of it. So we're doing the
That's
sequel.
cold.
Yeah, we're doing the sequel. My last album, Bonnie and Clyde, y'all should go listen to it. But that was more like R&B, and I did like some reggaeton, some punk rock.
Okay.
So that one was a little different. I got a little out of my element with that one. It is
Turned out dope?
Yeah, it turned out really well. So I'm excited.
It's one of them kind of albums where you wasn't expecting it to, do whatever, and you just listen and see how the crowd fucks
Yeah, because
with it.
I'm not the greatest singer, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like hitting crazy notes, but
But
it
you know
just
how to hold
it
a
sounded
tune?
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounded good. But this one, Too Personal, is definitely more on like my rap, telling stories about my life, things I've seen, my
Yeah.
family, my friends,
Is it like, basically, is it going to be, when you say too personal,
Yeah.
is it like, like basically you said it's like your life, and is it like anybody that disrespected you in life, anything that happened
definitely
that was
all
fun?
of it, all of it.
So it's a mixed bag, pretty much.
It's definitely all of it. You're gonna like, for my albums, I don't try to, I don't know, I'm not like sneak dissing anyone, but I feel like when they make albums, it's like the same vibe the whole time,
Right.
same tempo, same, key.
At that motherfucker.
I'm just saying. I mean, it's not like local. I'm not saying local. I'm saying like the
Right.
people in the industry. It's because
Okay.
the industry has a standard, I guess, and like whatever was hitting, they wanted to make 14,000 of those.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna keep doing the same vibe. So
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Shit, you got Boss Man D-Lo right now, and it kind of
Oh,
seems like
yeah.
everybody kind of like wanting to follow that
They're
trend.
riding that wave now.
Yeah.
They're definitely riding the
It's
wave.
all the wave.
The
It's all
wave.
the waves. That's
Diff-
all it is. It's never, and that's one thing I'm, really picky about working with artists now. Because normally I was just so worried about building my brand, and then it got way out of hand. It wasn't, I started losing what I was standing on when I started this.
Yeah.
I started becoming a basic record label. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So then I had to get it back to why I started this, and then that's when it come down to like I started being real picky about the artists that I work with. I'll travel. I don't care where you're at. I'll travel. I'm on the road all the time.
Yeah.
So I'll travel, but it has to make sense. When I believe in an artist and I see that you're gonna do something different, you're not running a wave. You stay in your own lane. I'm with you. I'm on 100% with you, right behind you.
So how do you actually like pick like the artist now after you've been through what you've been through? You say you're picky. So how do you actually run up through a filter to feel like this is the one that I'm gonna add?
Now I got an A&R, so she helps me a lot.
Okay.
She also manages and runs the my ambassadors.
Okay.
So now I have a really good team. I feel like that was me trying to do everything by myself, and then it just kind of everything, you start letting things slip between the fingers. When you have a team, when you start slipping, your team will hold you accountable if they truly your team.
Yeah.
And my team, they're ruthless.
They on your ass.
They don't play. They will, hey, Money, what you doing? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like they have no problem picking up that phone and be like, hey, this ain't making sense.
Okay,
You know
that's
what I
you
mean?
need that.
100%.
Everybody
But that's
needs
how
that.
we making the moves that we making.
Yeah.
Because of the fact I have such a solid team right now.
Okay.
So I just want to like double back, JG.
Yeah.
So this one that's getting too personal, like the album called Too Personal.
Yeah.
Has have you found any struggles though, like trying to share those vulnerabilities? Do you feel like you're opening yourself up to like, I don't know, like ridicule, like people talking shit and whatnot like that? Well, obviously people are gonna talk shit.
Yeah.
But like, do you like, I don't know, how is that like going into like
Man.
making yourself so vulnerable?
I go back to the people I've studied in hip hop and R&B, and one person that has always stuck to me was Tupac. I got the man tatted on my leg right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Shit.
and he was one that he didn't care. Obviously he had his beef with people, and
Right,
he got
yeah.
ruthless, and it's
He
whatever.
handled his business.
But he's also the man that made Dear Mama.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't care what people. He's rapping about his mom.
Yeah.
Like, that's soft. No,
Like
he
changes.
was. Like he's out here
Tupac
rapping
was
for
a
women,
man.
and he's doing things that
Yeah.
People weren't doing it at that time, you know? I mean, you could hear it, but he was doing it at a different level. And I feel like with this one, I don't really care. I don't really care what people think about me.
Right.
It's my story. You know what I'm saying? This is my story, and I already know people will relate.
Right.
I know people will be like, "Nah, I haven't felt that, but I could feel it now."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I want to do with music. And
yeah. So when you drop Too Personal, let's just say you drop it when you drop it.
Yeah.
And that thing blow all the way up to the sky like a rocket. That's the mantra. So for real, no cap. If it blow up to the sky, and then, you know, are you prepared for the success that's gonna come with it, and also prepared for the motherfuckers that's gonna, you know, shit on your name?
Yeah, I mean, the first one, I don't think anyone's ever prepared for something to blow up. It just kind of happens.
Yeah,
right.
That's true.
When it comes to haters, that is over my head, bro. One ear and out the other for me.
That's a good way to think.
I just personally, I've been through a lot of things. You know, I've battled with depression. I've battled with so many things, and I don't think anyone could now, as a man now, I don't think anyone can get in my way when it comes to like my happiness and who I am. I won't change for anyone. And if they're trying to, you know, put me down, then that's just they must be jealous.
You know, one thing I do want to say to piggyback off that is, you know, what the show that he put together, you know, I really saw a venue that held, I'm not exactly sure, 700 something. I saw anywhere from 350 to 450 people in there.
Yeah.
Put on no major headliner, all local acts. That's local. That's loyal fans. That's not just, oh, I listened to you because it's in front of my face. Like, those are fans. Those are, hey, I'm buying your tickets, I'm supporting you, and I'm coming to see you perform.
Right.
Yeah.
I haven't been. I've seen so many independent artists do shows, and it's hard, but it's like we gotta give him his props because he had over 400 people in that building.
That's dope.
You know what I mean? Like, that's
you,
a blessing. You know what I mean?
Thank
Like, that's loyal fans he built in 5 years.
It was over 400.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was up there, bro. I wasn't keeping count, but when I was on stage, I can just see out there, and
you could feel the energy.
Oh yeah. It was amazing,
lit.
bro.
I salute you on that.
Thank you, bro. I
400,
appreciate it.
you know, for the first show.
Yeah.
By himself.
That's nuts, actually.
Yeah, and shout out to everyone involved. You know, videographers, everyone, man. Like, without them, you know, it wouldn't have been as successful for sure. You know, I got to give salutes to everyone, you know.
The team that you picked to do that with is what put
for
that
sure.
on.
Yeah. Now you can't have you know like a rotten apple in the team because you know that'd ruin it all. And so I'm glad that you said that because the team that you pick means a lot. So if everything is rolling fine and great, actually, you got to keep them close to you so that way they know the business. Kind of like how Drake, you know, Drake been with his guys since day one, and every time he rap, he always mention them.
Yeah,
and
for
I'm
sure.
like, damn, he don't leave outside of that circle. So that's what I think is one of the reasons that made him very successful.
You got to keep your circle small. I always believe in that. I mean, outside noise, it gets a little too loud sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Besides Tupac, who are some of the artists that inspire you?
Man, Mac Miller.
Oh shit! Rest in peace.
Q-Tip, Tribe Called Quest. I love those dudes.
Oh, East Coast.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm all over the place. Man, Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I mean,
you
come
are.
on. Sade.
Damn.
Erykah Badu.
Stop playing with me right now.
Kendrick's my favorite artist of all time.
Kendrick, your favorite artist?
Yeah, 'cause he's the best.
He is not the best. He is not the best. Everybody just dick riding him right now.
No,
I mean that's what you say about Drake fans, though.
No, you don't. Drake got true actual fans.
No, he don't.
Yes, he do.
No, he doesn't.
Everybody that rock with Drake from the beginning, like his R&B for sure, they rock with him.
I mean,
for me personally,
Drake is not a musician, though.
I feel like Drake has.
He's
gotten a lot of other fans.
Yeah, he needs to go back to the
rappers.
grassy. He needs to get back in that wheelchair. Go back to the grassy.
It sounds like he got some kind of heat for Drake.
Because I don't respect him as a musician because he's not a musician. You can't give him that title as a musician. You cannot. If you know music and you're a real true music fan and you understand music, Drake is not a musician.
I'm going to have to disagree with that one because I understand music and I'm a real true music fan. I even got it tatted all over my body.
Just because you have it tatted doesn't mean you understand.
This is the only thing I'll say.
I grew up in a record store, so that lets you know.
That still doesn't mean you know it.
The only thing I'll say is, like,
Guarantee you I know more than you.
everyone knows now that Drake has people that write for him.
Yeah.
You know, that's a thing. I mean,
you will once you get big.
No, I don't know. No, I don't know about that.
Real artists don't do that.
Yeah, really don't. I got a lot of. I've been in studios with some really, really big names, and you really don't understand how many people have other people writing for them.
Oh, that's a fact.
It's a fact. Crazy. So my 2 cents. I hope he don't. I hope he stays true to himself and be himself.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? What the future holds, we don't know. But I'm just saying, being in the studio with so many different artists, big name artists, I see it all the time.
Let me ask you this then. I understand you say you hope he don't. But if he get like 3 or 4 albums in with all of his writing, at some point he gonna run out of material. And then so that's when you bring in other writers just to ignite the flame again. And look at Kanye. Kanye got writers, and we all know how dope he is as an artist.
Yeah. But he controls the writers.
He controls it. Yeah, he's not like Drake.
He doesn't. Yeah, Drake
wrote music for Kanye.
Yeah, but he's not. But like he still controls it. Kanye is not gonna like. Drake is gonna just take it. He's like, oh, this sounds good. I don't know anything.
A lot of that stuff too, bro, is like he gets a writing credit just because he was on the song. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it gets weird. Like you can obviously it's Drake. They're gonna put his name on it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
They're just gonna put it.
But I'm not. I love Drake. Like his music's amazing. Like he makes good music.
Yeah, but
there's
no classics.
I mean, I don't know. Take Care is a classic for me.
I don't know what the fuck you talking about, bro.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna hate on him that much.
This motherfucker hate on him to the max.
I will tell you this.
I just never liked him. Like he's a man from Canada, and no man ever came out of Canada.
You sound like Kendrick, like the hater. God,
you know, I just there's just a lot of stuff that I just don't. I look behind the scenes of what Drake does and how he handles himself, and I just don't. I'm not with that. You know what I mean?
Right. Like what? What do you mean?
Look, we ain't got to go into detail like that. We ain't got to go into all that. But I'm just saying, you know, it's just there's certain things where I'm just like known. It doesn't.
All right.
It don't make sense. You know what I mean? Why he would do some of the stuff he does. So.
All right. Well, we leave it at that.
Well, I fuck with both of them, but Kendrick's my top dog.
Okay. I mean, I ain't got nothing against him.
No.
Well, shit. I feel like if your music is versatile like that, then you're gonna be on the Drake level, because Drake is very versatile.
Yeah,
he goes pop. He goes all the way to London and do their music. He I guess you could say he be bopping styles.
Yeah, they call it. He's a culture vulture.
Yeah,
I don't call it that because he's black.
I don't know, but I mean, I am very versatile when it comes to like different genres and stuff. I don't know about the writing process though. I love being on my own writing.
Yeah.
I mean, I've definitely had moments where I'm like...
Because then you're telling your own story.
Yeah.
You're not telling somebody else's story.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Another thing that really helps me is like when I collab with artists, we get to... I love being in the studio with them. I don't like just sending them a track and be like, hey, bro, put a verse on it. It's not as fun.
I got a question for you real quick here. You mentioned collab.
Yeah.
Two questions, actually. Is there any local artists that you just want to collab with that you think you can make great music with? And is there a famous artist also that you think you can make perfect music with?
Oh, man. Yes, for both of those. I have been really collabing. I actually just did a cypher yesterday.
Okay.
And it's man, I'm telling you this right now.
Okay.
This is like the first time I'm saying it. This will be the best cypher in Colorado history.
Ooh.
Right.
Okay, talk your shit.
I'm putting that shit out there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying any others were trash, but I'm just telling you this is the one.
It's on YouTube?
It's not out yet. So it's going to be on Too Personal.
It's going to be on Too Personal.
So I had Azon Yugen in there. I had Nello, Divine Hippie, DNA Picasso.
Okay.
Man,
everybody just went crazy.
It was craziness, bro. It was crazy.
I want to hear that,
Wise,
bro.
Shout out Malcolm Wise. I'll show you. I'll show you after the interview. But
True.
Man, like I definitely.
I
got you, bro. I got you. I've definitely collabed with a lot more artists in the past 2 years.
That's what's up.
So I haven't got to collab with AP, so I'm really That's one I really wanna, because bro, he be making classics,
Yeah.
Like you gotta listen, you gotta really sit down and listen to his music, and that's what I like.
Right. So like how you said like being in Colorado, this is gonna be the top cypher in Colorado.
Oh yeah.
Talk about like I guess, can you share like the struggles like of being like a musician in Colorado? Because like when you think of Colorado and Denver, you don't really think of like, oh, hip hop is coming out of there, or you don't think of like, oh, this is a place of like good music and whatnot. Like because I mean I'm not from Colorado, but like I never like, oh, this man is from Denver, this man's from Colorado. I don't know that. So like, can you tell me about like the struggles, like, or like share some of those struggles of being a Denver, Colorado artist?
Yeah, I mean, for me, the music is never a struggle, right? I can make the music, but I feel like in Denver, it's a lot of, you know, like everyone's sitting at different lunch tables, and they don't really want to meet the other people at the other lunch table. They're kind of just sticking to, oh, this is where we sit every day. Like whoever comes and sits over here, we'll be like, what the fuck are you doing over here? Right. That's what I feel in the city. I mean, I haven't been doing it that long, you know.
How long have you been doing
5 years, you know. I would say like 2 years I've really been like trying to push myself into everyone else's brackets, you know what I'm saying, trying to push myself out there. But that's just how I feel. I feel like when it comes to collaboration, some people aren't really too big on it, and they kind of are doing their own thing at the time, so it's kind of it's difficult. I mean, you know, Atlanta and Houston and New York, I mean, even New York, like people collab daily.
Oh God.
It's just
I think
it's
a
thing.
Accessibility too, right? Because the people are just already out there. So it's not like, oh, I gotta take a flight to Denver or kind of.
And I'm even talking locally for them. True. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like their local scenes are just a lot bigger than ours because they're out there actually like, oh, look at this new artist. Like,
well, you know,
out in Atlanta.
Yeah, man, I was gonna mention Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm out there all the time, and I was just out there last week, and can't say names, but we was in a 12-hour studio session, and 8 different artists walked in there.
Nice.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Like I saw some.
So they could just collab like that.
Like it's the studio. It's more of like a like we both trying to. Our end goal is to get to that top. So it's like, let's work together. You know what I mean? Let's do something together. Oh, I'm feeling what you're saying. Let's put it on a track. You know what I mean?
So how come you think Denver though don't adopt that same type of swag?
Man, that's gonna cause some problems.
I don't care about causing problems. I mean, for me, I really feel like, you know, they're in their own lane, and they really feel that. And so some things don't make sense, but when you put 2 different things together, that shit could just blow up. You never know. But
is that the nice way of saying it?
Oh, definitely.
What's the actual way of saying it?
They selfish. They feel like they are above everybody else. They walk into a studio session, and if somebody else is in there, you're below me. You're shit on my foot.
Wow.
That's how a lot. I would say 90% of artists in Denver are like that.
That's crazy. And
but the artists I know, like the artists I work with, I will tell you this, bro. Like it's nothing but love. Like shout out to everyone that was in the studio with me last night. Yeah. Shout out to Ego and Friends. Shout out to Merch. Like these dudes, like Ego and he has a whole group of artists he works with. That's what they do is Ego and Friends. It's in his name. Like the Friends part is like all the people he's collabed with, and you know he's brought me into that circle too. Like these are really good artists, and they do nothing but like shout out, and they go to other people's shows and they support. So like I've definitely met people in the city that are like out here trying to build something, and we talk about it all the time. And we feel the same, you know, waves of energy from the people that don't want to do that.
Right.
You know, so we're like, okay, well, I guess we'll.
Well,
you know,
I wish nothing but love on both of y'all.
Thank you, bro.
And the success that's going to come with it, because I believe it's going to come, especially if you keep that humbleness.
Yes, sir.
For sure. But I got a couple more questions before we close it out and everything.
Yeah.
As far as, I know you said you just now got started with it, but if someone wants to get involved with, you know, the music industry or start making music, what would you suggest them to start with first?
Man, I mean, depends on, you know, if you're serious about it or not. If you're serious, you should definitely find a studio out here in Denver. There's plenty of good studios. You know, or artists. I mean, I have my own studio, so if you ever wanted to just hit me up, you definitely could, and I would love to work with anyone. That's one thing I love doing. So, but I would just try to find a studio, you know, and really find what kind of music you want to make, you know, and tell your story, or tell people, shit, I got this, I got that, I got this. Tell them, like, you know, there's a message in everything, and I feel like it don't matter if you've been rapping for a week or 20 years, like you still have a story and you could still put it out there.
Do you suggest they get like a like a high quality studio to start out, or a home studio?
Nah, I mean, I know plenty of artists out here that have only been in home studios, and they make amazing music.
And
you know what I'm
put
saying?
it out, they go crazy.
Oh yeah. But I mean, it's really easy to start your own thing. You know, all you need is one of these guys. You could start with this microphone right here, and
spit a verse and go crazy.
Oh yeah, it's not much. It's not much, but I mean, I go to the Lab Studios in Denver. That's another good place. They, you know, shout out to Mac D. He does a lot of
again?
The Lab Studios.
The Lab Studios.
Okay.
Yep, it's on Santa Fe and Evans, right off of Santa Fe.
They got good quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, good engineer too.
Oh man, Mac D's the best in the city.
Mac D.
Yeah.
Shout out Mac D.
Shout out Mac D. Yeah, but he's really good on like artist development and like helping them in the studio, making sure they're comfortable.
Right.
So that's another good place to definitely put your energy in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want to drop your @ just in case anybody listening want to hit you up?
Oh, definitely. I'm at j.g and then 4 E's. So JG, like that. That's like all my songs, I go JG, like in before or after.
That's your intro. That's like,
that's kind of like my.
Sean Paul.
That's kind of like my hove.
Yeah.
That's kind of like my hove. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up.
What was it? Trey Songz to go,
Definitely. That's my Trey Songz.
Chris, now as far as Money Gang, the entertainment, the business and all, what do you see it in 10 years?
Expansion. I really want to expand. Like, that's why I travel so much. Even with my kids and everything at home, you gotta. It starts at home. You gotta make sure you have a good foundation, so I'm able to do what I can do.
Okay.
Because if I don't got the good foundation at home, I can't move. I'll be stuck.
Yeah.
So my biggest thing within the next 10 years, you know, I want to expand. I want to make sure that Money Gang Entertainment, we can go into any state and put something amazing together that it's not done before.
Yeah.
Do you want, when you say expand, do you mean nationwide or global?
Global, obviously. You know what I mean? I would love it. You know what I mean? But we gotta start from short-term goals all the way up. You know what I mean? I'm big on goals. You know what I mean? That's the only way I can keep myself grounded and keep focusing on what I got. Because I have a lot going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's as long as I stay focused and everything like that, nothing's gonna stop me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's just when it's gonna happen. It's not if.
I mean, I know, I see your hustle, bro, and I've been seeing all the promotion all over the city, especially that Bonnie and Clyde. I saw that out the city, and I thought that was like, you know, the promotion of that probably cost a pretty penny because it was all over. It was on billboards too, wasn't it?
Yes, sir. Yeah. We had billboards, but see, what I did is I don't do no third party. Everything is us. So I have Money Gang Entertainment, the high class record label, and then I got Money Gang Entertainment, high class promotions.
Okay.
So I don't have to branch out. I have a group of 7 beautiful ambassadors that do grounds work, promo videos, whatever we need them to do, they do it. Sex sells. So it's very easy to put 20 tickets in their hand and 50 flyers to go out. They're gonna sell them tickets. They might not even know the artist, but they still gonna buy that ticket. And then what happens is they look them up, and then that just got them a fan.
Oh God, that's nice. Yeah.
It's it's definitely it's like I said, we don't third party nothing. Everything is in house, and that's how we're able to keep the expense down for the independent artists.
Yeah, for shit, y'all. Now, quick question. I know we're gonna wrap it up here soon, but I just want the audience to get a lot out of this because now, as far as I know, you started the business. If someone is listening to you right now and they wanted to go the business route and have a record label, what would you suggest them to do to start it off?
Build your connects and make sure that that's what you really want to do. It's hard. I've taken losses. I've had many different things that I feel like an average person would have broken and just stopped.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've looked at it at every time that a situation occurs. I look at it, I break it down and figure out why it happened this way. And I always look at it as like the only way you can do better is you got to learn from your mistakes and grow and not make the same mistake twice.
Thanks.
You know, I've made a mistake just this year. It cost me $65,000, and I lost it.
That's a pretty penny.
I took it on the chin. Went through some stuff for a couple weeks.
Right.
Took it on the chin and got right back up and kept it pushing because it's like at the end of the day, I have something, you know what I mean? And I know it was a mistake, but I took it and I learned from it, and I'll admit when I'm wrong, you know what I mean? Yeah. But I need to figure out how I can fix it where it'll never happen again. And that's what I did.
That's dope. I salute you for that one.
Oh yeah.
And then like another question for me is so like I know like you guys both talk how like in Denver and like Colorado it's like hard for like people to get in. Like are you all like willing to like mentor those people like who want to like take that step into the industry and things like that, like to like help them and like share that knowledge and whatnot like that?
Do you actually have time for that though?
I don't know too much about the mentoring part, but I do know DNA Picasso. We was in the studio talking last night. Yeah. He's one of the ones that he puts a lot of stuff together behind the scenes for independent artists, and he put me on some great topics, great avenues that I'm able to give back. You know what I mean? I'm able to discuss publishing. Every artist should LLC their name. A lot of artists nowadays, you can talk to them, they don't LLC their name.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it comes down to where it really comes from that to
That's
merch.
a mistake.
100%.
You think LLC or trademark?
Both.
Both.
But you got to start with the LLC.
Right.
You got to start with the LLC. You know, you want to divide personal from business. And so and then publishing. You know what I mean? A lot of artists only know DistroKid.
Yeah.
They don't know about, CD Baby. They don't know about, Song Trust. They don't know about all these other avenues. And when I was talking with the man yesterday in the studio, he put together these conventions where you come in, you open the door for independent artists and you give them the knowledge, and so that's what I'm saying. I think instead of mentoring, I think to be part of that, to give back, I'm interested in.
Right.
I'll make time for that.
Okay.
Nice.
For me, I mean, you could probably just hit me up and be like, hey, like I'm working on a song, and I'm trying to go this route, and I'll give you advice,
Nice.
I actually get a lot of that from an artist named Devin. He's an R&B singer. Yeah, Devin Blake.
No, I think I might be thinking of a different one.
Yeah, okay. He's an R&B singer. He's amazing, but he's looking for my advice when it comes to like songwriting and stuff, and that's really cool. And I always like, this is good, bro. Like you're doing your thing, keep doing it. Just let me know when I can get in the studio with you and see how you work. Like I'm very open to, not mentoring, but like definitely helping people.
Sharing knowledge.
Yeah, like if they have questions,
I'm
gonna give them some answers that like for me, they can run with it.
Y'all actually like like reply back to like randoms on IG?
I don't know about like
you open
random.
It and read it and reply.
I'm terrible.
I gotta kind of know you. I feel like I gotta kind of know you.
Okay.
From like around, or if you like follow someone I know, probably. Yeah. But if it's like some like really random person I've never seen you ever. Yeah. I'm like, okay, who is this? I don't even know if you're
Chris
from
said
here.
Terrible.
Man, I have a whole team. I have an assistant and everything, man. Like even my phone, I have 4,000 unread text messages. My IG account's like over 200 unread text messages or messages.
That boy popping.
I try, you know what I mean? Like on my days off or when I'm just chilling, I try to go back through DMs. But I just reached out to an artist today that's been messaging me since January. Like what? I apologize. I'm sorry.
I'm right there with you.
So I try. You know what I mean. And then when I see it, I'm like, I apologize. My bad. I'm just now getting back to you. And then they just go, oh my God, thank you for getting back to me. So it's not like some hate and type shit. It's just like, all right, cool. Now we're in communication. Now let's figure out what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you want to drop your ad,
my IG is MoneyGangEntertainment_LLC, and then MGE Ambassadors.
Okay, any YouTubes or anything you want to?
No.
No. And is there anything we left off the table that you guys want to mention to the audience?
I don't think
Projects.
So. No. Too personal, August 2nd.
August 2nd.
Yeah. I really hope y'all get to listen to this one.
Remember that shit, Too Personal, August 2nd. That shit is going to be fire. Mark it in your calendar because that shit's going to be fire.
And when are you dropping?
It's going to be on all platforms.
Okay,
all platforms.
Spotify,
Apple, Tidal, all that.
For sure.
YouTube videos for everything. We're really working on this, so it's going to be lit.
Oh, yes, sir. Well, I'm going to go
the best of the luck, guys.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Best of luck, guys. I really appreciate y'all dropping by.
Yeah, thank you for having us, bro.
Yes, sir. And fucking with us one time. And like I say, I'm going to chop this up for you and get it edited out. And we're going to blast it, make sure everybody see this.
Yeah.
I'll send it over to y'all so that way y'all can blast it to y'all audience as well.
Yes.
Definitely.
And this shit's going to go crazy.
Oh, definitely.
Most definitely.
It's lit.
All right, y'all. We're going to sign out and peace out.
Peace
out.